Greetings, Virgo, and welcome to your divinely guided rune reading here for the week. Let's get your rune for the past here. In the energetic past, we have Reho. Reho is indicative of a change of house, spouse, or career. Now, why do I open up the rune reading saying that? Well, this is because let's first go over the energies of Reho. This is a very grounded energy. Whenever the line is going straight down off of the rune, that is a very grounded energy. Okay, this is also following your pleasure, following your bliss. This is the clan flag Wunjo here that is seemingly sprouted a leg in lockstep with how things are going and wanting to go ahead and travel and continue that pleasure, like following your bliss and being present in divine flow. Now, why do I say that's a change of house, spouse, or career? Because a lot of times when we're staying in divine flow, we're adapting and adopting the changing energies around us. Okay, so when we're doing that, we usually move away from stagnant and discordant energies and move towards healthier energies for us. So take what resonates here, please, and leave what doesn't. Let's get the rune for your energetic now. In your energetic now, we have Berkana. Berkana is the birch goddess's rune of birth, familial nurturing, like a mother's love. This is like Empress card energy, knowing how to begin and nurture several different things because you have the power, the ability, the knowledge in order to do this. So when you're moving on, I think you are moving on to beautiful new beginnings and nurturing yourself simultaneously. This could be nurturing others as well. Beautiful stuff. Let's get room for your energetic near future. Yeah, thoroughly addressing things, Theresas. Now, Theresas can be the thorn. It can be Thor's hammer, a giant hill. Here's the giant hill. If you don't do it thoroughly, right, you're not going to make it over the hill. You have to thoroughly mount the hill or you're not going to make it over to the other side. If you don't thoroughly and swiftly pull out the thorn right away, you could get an infection. And I like looking at the hammer meaning for this rune over any other because the hammer can build, it can destroy, or can protect. And this is very much like that nurturing energy because like a mother's love, when we're growing up, right, our mother's love adopts and adapts, it evolves with us in order to nurture us, or so it ought to, right? So with that, the hammer can build or destroy or can protect. And I think you're doing this swiftly. I think you're doing whatever this is here in your near future, you're doing it thoroughly. You get to carry on this nurturing energy thoroughly. You get to be present thoroughly. You get to really embody this and travel with it, is what I'm seeing. A thorough continuation. Like these are both travel. All right, this is beginnings and nurturing. Okay, so let's get some more clarity here. What's in your energetic influence of the now? The influence of the now is that dedication, showing up for yourself. This is very grounded energy again. But this is also that vector of victory, divinely guided towards that divine goal, that divine purpose, the sense of justice, what is right. This is the God Tears rune. The warning here is not to become a martyr here through these actions, through that dedication work. It would be really easy to do so right now. Just be accepting of that if that is where you're trying to go. All right, remember the god Tyr, he sacrificed his whole arm to stave off Ragnarok. So again, this is like that Libra energy though too, balancing what is right, what is just. Sticking up for others, sticking up for yourself, the collective. And I think a lot of us are resonating here with this now, Virgo. And especially with this coming right off with the tails of your eclipse. And I say your eclipse because that partial solar eclipse was in your sign here recently. You're showing up, you're surrendering to flow a lot better now. The eclipse season was really rough on you, but now you've got that vector of victory. You know where to go to and where to put in that work, where to invest that labor, and where to nurture it and balance that new beginning and showing up for yourself in that dedicative work, right? I think this is you finally, you maybe were on like crap or get off the pot kind of energy over here, wanting to learn new things, not really sure, kind of apprehensive. And I think this is you deciding. This is you deciding, and then this is you thoroughly carrying through with whatever this is you're deciding. Regardless, this is very thorough energy too. This is dedication, showing up, doing it, like showing up for class. Like say you're beginning a new practice, right? And you need to take a class. This is showing up for class. This is nurturing yourself and showing up for that learning period, right? That's just an example. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Greetings, everyone. I'm Eric with Your Essential Practice, and I just want to interrupt really quickly to thank you for all the likes, comments, and subscriptions. And even if this message does not resonate specifically with you, it may resonate for somebody else. So please go ahead and share that with them if you feel so inclined. Thank you so much. Namaste, and let's get right back into your divinely guided rune reading. Your advice for the now. Yeah, have healthy aspects of abundance. Fehu here is the rune of cattle, wealth, abundance, divinely grounded energy, divinely guided energy is where you want to be. This is your path, right? This is your path, but this is also letting you know the more cattle that you get, the more opportunities, the more decisions you need to make, right? So the more things that can lead us astray off our path. So it's really easy to get tunnel vision. Like we'll start off on a project like here, and before we know it, we're going way off over here. And by the time we look back, it's like, oh crap, this is off my path. And now I'm over here. Okay, so this is just really, Virgo, this is very simple in just adopting those healthy mindsets, being present with the decisions that you make, how you adopt your attitude of abundance, right, in your everyday life. How are you nurturing that? This beginning energy that you're under right now, this dedication work that you're influenced by, is really shifting your aspects of what abundance means to you. And with being in flow, surrendering to your flow, I think this is going to lead you with your abundance mindset and adopting healthy aspects of abundance, where you get to thoroughly carry this action through, this nurturing energy through, this dedication work through, this abundance through. You get to thoroughly act it out. All right, this is a disciplined work still. It's not like you get to take your foot off the gas, okay? You still need to continue. All right, this is showing up for yourself and for others consistently. All right, being consistent is key. In your energetic outcome, you have Ansus. Ansus is the divine downloads, prophetic dream work. Okay, yeah. So when I was getting that intuitive hit about having a class or taking a class, I think this is you learning a new skill. Okay, divine downloads, prophetic dream work. This could be a divine gift. This could be a class where you're getting certified in something, CPR or whatever, you name it, right? This is the antenna rune, though, of communication, so enhanced aspects of communication. This is also that inner dialogue with yourself, but this is that dialogue exchange with you and divine mostly, okay? That seemingly coming from an outside source. You might be open to more communication with others as well, not just receptive, but in initiating that. So through this beautiful stuff, you get to communicate like, hey, look, this is what I'm doing. Not really tooting my own horn here, but kind of leading by example, where you get to even broadcast from your antenna here your thorough action. Now, if this is community-led work or collective work, this is definitely you broadcasting. If this is more to your inner channels, to your inward journey, your personal journey, right? This is understandings, clarity, your claircognizance, clairsentient, all those clairs kind of working for you. or maybe just one, or just having something as simple as prophetic dreams or premonition dreams, deja vu. That'll help be the guideposts that'll lead you through that thorough action in the future. Get what I mean? All right, let's get a card of clarity from the Soul's Journey Oracle deck. These are messages straight from Source, straight from Spirit, directly from Divine, directly to your spirit, to your soul. Divine, please show us clearly, what message of clarity do you have for Virgo today? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. Yeah, indecision here, this is kind of, I think this is solidifying the surrender to divine flow here for you. That indecision that you've been facing, especially through that eclipse season, Virgo, I think that's ending here for you, but let's read more about this card. Okay, again, this says, I use my intuition in all aspects of life. Your soul is spirit manifest in the physical dimension, Virgo. Even though you may feel limited by the constraints of your body, your connection to the infinite wisdom of the universe is always available to you in the form of intuition. You are never alone when making a decision. Spirit only wants what's best for you. And by listening to your inner voice, you will always be guided to the proper outcome. All you have to do is ask. I think that's that outward communication. Okay, all you have to do is ask, communicate. And I think you'll be blessed with that communication there. When it comes to nurturing, ask for the help where you need it. Don't be afraid to ask for help. You'd be surprised. You might think you know the answer, but I guarantee you, you don't unless you ask the question. All right? So Virgo, visualize any direction in your life as a fork in the road. How does your body react when you imagine your travels down each path? At first glance, one may look easier to traverse, but the destination will cause anxiety and a heavy heart. The other path may be more difficult to walk, but the destination will feel light and calm. When you silence your mind and listen to your intuition, the signposts will always be obvious. Namaste. Have a blessed and abundant week.